Okay, so now.
Hey YouTube, NWA Prepper here. Scout's working the camera for me there and hanging out. Today what we're going to do is, I've been watching a couple folks' videos and they're been getting me to thinking about a lot of different things. So what we're going to do today is we're going to bucket a bucket for toiletries and sanitation stuff. And of course we are going to start with our toilet paper. Due to family restrictions, we don't buy cheap toilet paper. No John Wayne stuff here. We buy pretty kind of a mid-grade. We do kind of try to shop on sale, but I'm not a specific brand snob with this, but we do like a little bit better than some. So I've got a bunch of this here. We're going to see how many we can get in a bucket. And then of course I have other items that we're going to do that I'll bring up as kind of we talk about this. First I squeeze the rolls like this and I put in my foundation, and I'll show it to you here in a minute. Andy, some rolls, buddy. It's a pretty basic principle. I am trying to fit as many as I can in a bucket. My goal is to have a month of toiletries in a bucket. Now that's not always feasible, but if you try real hard and keep in mind there are other things to go in here other than just toilet paper. But, and this is just real quick, 2, 4, 6, 7 rolls in the bottom layer of the bucket. Obviously that's where I got this, but about there. It's not a food grade bucket, but it should be good enough for this job. So I build a good foundation that I like, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a layer of some feminine napkins that I have, because we have ladies in our family, in our group, and I'm just going to make a layer between the toilet paper of that, because I'll get some more going here in a minute, and then I'll get some more toilet paper. Remember, we've got seven rolls in a layer, and that's not really squishing real hard. So you may be going, oh, I can do better than 7. I can do 8 or 10, and that's fine. Good luck. Because I want to put other things in the buckets, I have a tendency to want to leave room. Like there's another 7 rolls. Now we don't go through a whole roll every day, so the next thing I want to put in there is I have a couple deals of alcohol gel or just hand sanitizer, and they snug up really good right in there in some holes. Then the next thing I want to do is I bought a package of toothbrushes. Now I won't put a toothbrush in every bucket because we're not going to use the toothbrush every month, but I do like to throw a couple in there, and I'm just squishing them. I've also got some cotton tipped applicators or some Q-tips. I guess I am kind of a brand snob with that. And what I'll do is, these packages are good and small and hard, so I'll just try to squish it in there somewhere. I try not to tear the toilet tissue, so you push it down and then slide it in there. And that's a pretty good tight layer of stuff. The next thing I want to do is I want to measure if I have enough for another roll of toilet paper, and I do. So what I'll do is I'll take a couple rolls. That last layer had 7 rolls in it too. And this one, I'm only going to start with 4 because there are some other things that I want to put in here. First things first is I have some soap, just bar soap. I know a lot of people you like different things other than bar soap, and I do too in some of my buckets. But what I'll do is I'll get this and a couple of those, and actually it'll fit in the middle of a roll on that layer below it. and I will show that to you. There was some space in the middle of that roll, so I opened it back up and I put a roll of, or a bar of soap in there. And so I liked how that went. So I will do that again on this top roll, which for some reason wasn't as easy. Okay. Some other things I want in there is some medicated foot powder or body powder. Again, one of these will take me longer than a month, so I don't put a full one of those in every month. Okay. The next thing is these are 4-gallon garbage sacks, and the ties are in there, so I leave them in there. I do take the packaging away, and I squish it kind of flat because it'll curve around the outside of the bottle. So I place that in there. Got a couple little things of toothpaste, and I try to get what my family prefers. It's about the same height as a roll of toilet paper, so it's right there. Hold on, Scout, don't go too far. Get another roll of toilet paper there. And then this is where I put in another allotment of the feminine products, just around. And of course, before I did that, I got a magic number from the powers that be. A 3rd bar of soap in there. And then, it looks pretty tight, but now's where I can put a lot of squeeze on it and try to get another couple rolls of toilet paper in there. So I have, let's see, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 rolls of toilet paper in a bucket with 3 bars of soap, some toothpaste, some toothbrushes, some trash bags to collect our waste. We have a toilet that uses those style bags, and I put it all in here in a bucket with the feminine napkins, skin sanitizer, toothbrushes, and you've got all kinds of room in here. I could still put, more Q-tips or whatever small items that I wanted in there. Deodorant if you wanted it. Pretty much anything that you can think of, but it's all under the topic of sanitation. And then I'll take the lid and I'll snap the lid on there. Alright, it's all tight and very, very, very quiet. And then I take my Sharpie and I'll put sanitation right on the lid. And because there's some things in there that have dates, then I'll put a date on there. Right on the lid. There you go, sanitation stuff, October 2015. And before we end this video, I just want to tell you about, the reason that I do this. The reason it's important is because you have to be clean to be healthy. And if you're not healthy, you're not going to survive. So, in doing that, it's equally important to have sanitation stuff. This whole bucket, including the bucket, which again is not food grade, the whole bucket and everything in it is $35, maybe 40 for 18, 19 rolls of toilet paper and pretty much a month's worth of sanitation in an emergency. Not exactly. Some will be heavier on the shampoos and cleaners and things, and some will be on heavy just toilet paper. You can get, oh goodness, I could have got all these toilet papers in here. 35 rolls of toilet paper in here if you really try. I did this video because I want to get you to thinking on some things other than beans and bullets and band-aids. Those are important. And without those things, you don't survive either. But if you get sick, having all the food in the world doesn't help. If the people around you are disgusted because of filth and you're nasty and you're unhealthy, having all the protection in the world doesn't matter either. And being able to treat wounds means nothing if you can't keep things clean. So please, I encourage you to build your buckets of sanitation. Post a video response. I'm really getting into this video response stuff. So we may even make a contest. Someone I'm really getting into following on YouTube is BuckRun11, and he has a monthly challenge that I really appreciate, and it's really got me to thinking. And so I appreciate him and the inspiration he's given me. He's helped me plan better things for Scout and for my family. But that's enough for today. Remember, work on your sanitation stuff, because it's just as important as anything else. This is NWA Prepper and Scout.
Hello.
Saying thanks for watching. Like us, subscribe us, and share us. Let's get ready.